You want to make videos, but you're not sure what to talk about. Here are 3 ideas that will resonate with audiences interested in personal finance, estate planning, financial planning, investing. If I were looking to hire a financial advisor, or I didn't know that I wanted to yet, but I wanted to find somebody that I trusted to learn from, this would let me get to know that person, trust that person, be interested in that person, and learn something along the way. These play really well together. Here we go. The first topic is the worst advice that you've ever received when it comes to personal finance. It makes you relatable. You can make the video funny. Couple example idea starters. The time I invested however much money into a single stock. The time I let this person convince me to buy this thing. The time I was told real estate always appreciates. So think about bad advice that you've received. This could be advice that's popular and is wrong. Worst advice I've ever received. That type of title or topic in a video will do well. So share your story, the lessons learned, inspire others to avoid the same pitfalls. Don't be worried that this harms your credibility. Of course, you have received bad advice at some point in your life. All of us have. Even if you took it, it doesn't harm your credibility. It makes you relatable, and you can use humor in the video. Trust me, it'll work. Video topic number 2, expectations versus reality. So debunk a myth. Everybody loves to have myths debunked. Think of so many of these personal finance misconceptions that are out there. Here's one. You should start a business. Entrepreneurship is the only way to generate real wealth. To build wealth, you must own a business. Probably true in ways, but it doesn't mean it's right for everyone. Big myth out there. We are obsessed with entrepreneurship at this point in time. What does it really look like to be an entrepreneur? If you yourself are one, even better, because then you can really tell the truth and debunk the myths. The theme and the thread with this is advice nowadays is very prescriptive and one size fits all. Whether we're talking about health, personal finance, productivity, relationships, everything is prescriptive, but people are all different. We all have different human designs. Like what works for one person won't necessarily work for someone else. Another one I think would be great for this is expectations of buying a home always being better than renting. Maybe it's not. Like look at mortgage calculators and touch on the qualitative versus the quantitative. So perhaps buying a home is technically more expensive or not as good a deal for owning it this many years, but maybe it makes you happier and therefore is worth it, right? These are individual differences. Touch on that. This would be a good video to start with a compelling stat or chart. You could use vivid examples, use humor. We love to have myths debunked. It's something that we're just compelled and drawn to, like, oh, this thing that everyone thinks is true that actually isn't. Most people are in the middle of a bell curve. That's how averages work in groups. Most people think they're smarter than the average person. You could do the video around something with overconfidence, expectations versus reality, like the expectations of actively trading because you're reading The Motley Fool and the reality of what happens when you actively trade in your account. Cite the white whale study from Fidelity, hashtag lose your password. Talk about lose your password, okay? Expectations versus reality of thinking that you can beat the market. The gambling mindset lives on. This is a dopamine machine. People are thinking they're going to beat the market. That's so funny. Expectations versus reality. Great video topic. You have to show up, and video is the best way to do that right now. Just check the tape. Like that's what's running the internet. That's how you get your foot in the door. It's about building an audience, getting scraped by the algorithm so that then you can be helpful, show up in their feed. And this is, of course, a considered purchase. So you have to do that for a while till somebody's actually ready to call. If you don't want to DIY, learn this yourself, try to write the posts and optimize every bit of the YouTube SEO to get these things found. Not to mention LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, etc. Just get the UnPodcast package. We have a case study on our website. We have an advisor in Houston, Texas, who had no YouTube channel, very, very little presence. And within just 6 weeks, he had over 10,800 impressions, multiple inbound leads, calls booked, clients knocking on his door. All you do is show up for under 4 hours total at the beginning, and then you're good to go for 4 months of weekly content. Video posts, LinkedIn, YouTube Shorts, all the goodies. The third video topic idea is do this right now, living will, advanced medical directive. Okay, if you have ever had a personal experience with a loved one who had an emergency, unexpected health problem, maybe ended up on life support, and they didn't have this, you're like, wow, didn't realize how important that was. Wish I'd known their wishes. Or imagine if it happens to you where you are in an accident or you become incapacitated, can't speak for yourself. how important it is to have an advanced medical directive that states your wishes around DNR, life support. I'm not even talking about the estate plan necessarily. I'm talking about the medical aspect. This is one that's more serious than the first two topics. And again, these three play well together because they are different in tone, emotionality, and kind of the triggers they're pulling psychologically of whether it's going to be humorous, whether it makes you likable or trustworthy or helpful and informative, which is the third one here. Open with a story. You can make one up. You can say, hypothetically, imagine this happened to you. You could tell a true story from your own life. You could tell like an anonymous story about a client. We were so glad this client had this in place. Or if you have another idea of something that you wish you had done yesterday, or you wish your clients did yesterday, like something that can't wait. Because emergencies happen, life happens, living will, advanced medical directive. Maybe there's something else related to estate or listing beneficiaries. Or, hey, wait, here's a good one. Your 12 seed phrase to your crypto. If you die, does that die with you? If you get amnesia, who's going to know it? This is the Trezor wallet. This is not on an app and it's not stored anywhere in the cloud, which is the beauty of it. So it's so offline. They're like, don't take a picture. You're going to have a 12-word phrase. That's your secret key. And that needs to be in your brain. Maybe the crypto thing resonates better with you or your target audience. Let's say you have 6 or 7 figures worth of crypto and you haven't given any kind of instructions on how to get in, especially if you're using cold storage, not on an exchange, not on Coinbase. Somebody needs to know that seed phrase or how to get it. Think about it. It's a lot of money. Anything to do with unforeseen circumstances. This is a video that people would be grateful. The more personal you can make it, the better. But here's the thing with all of these videos, and the reason why some of my videos have been really successful, the ones that have been the most successful give extremely specific tips. What that means is instead of just saying, make a video, I say, here's a tool you can use. It's called Descript, emilybinder.com/Descript for a promo code. Give them the specific tool or app or website and the steps. Don't just say something vague because people are like, well, how exactly do I do that? You don't just say do video marketing. You say, here are 3 topics and examples and prompts of how you could be successful at this, like I just did. Do you see how that makes the video stronger? You're cutting through what is just generic and making it actually actionable. People appreciate that. All of the times I've created a podcast that I thought was interesting, funny, insightful, it really doesn't hold a candle to the success of the episodes and videos that were listicles with specific tips. As much as that sounds dry and boring, it doesn't matter. People are just looking for answers to questions. Answer a question, get in and get out. My name's Emily Binder. I'm the founder of Beetle Moment Marketing and Wealth Voice. If you just want help, like you're not in the mood to research this and DIY the whole thing, which I wouldn't be if I were you trying to run a business and not also be a marketing company, check out the UnPodcast package, beetlemoment.com/unpodcast. We do this for you. Short form video, expert producer, guides, records you, edits it, writes the social posts, optimizes the YouTube title, description, everything, and it's done for you for 4 months in a row. After you've shown up for 3 to 4 hours total, at the beginning, like set it and forget it, you're done. Link is in the description below. Make sure you check out the rest of my videos and podcasts about marketing, voice, video tips. I'll link to my playlists in the show notes or description, whether you're listening or watching this. If you enjoyed this and you think it would be helpful, send it to a friend or a colleague and make sure that you subscribe, whether you're on Spotify, follow us, YouTube, subscribe, hit the bell. It does help. I appreciate it. Leave a comment on Spotify or YouTube and let me know if you have any questions or what you thought. Thanks for listening or watching. Talk with you next time.